Greetings, salutations, Double Nation, Johnny Allen, Supercar Kid, back again. And today, we are going to be putting on some really cheap coilovers. Well, they're not really cheap coilovers. They were kind of expensive, but I'll get to that in a second. These are the coilovers. So, let me tell you guys about them. So these are Rev9 street coilovers with U50Z. They would normally cost about $500. I think like $525. The only reason why I like them is because they're the cheapest coils with adjustable dampening. Now this isn't the adjustable dampener tool that came with it. This is actually the one that came with the CX Racing coilovers that we got for the Datsun. I got these coils for $350. Shit. I would have loved to have picked them up, but they were in Illinois, so that wasn't gonna happen. The story behind these is there is no story. Now, I've had to do my own investigative sleuthing. But then you look at them, and they're kind of crusty. They're pretty crusty. It's probably just taken off and sat in a corner. Because if you look at this brake bolt, so if these were just on a car, and these were just taken off from being on a car, then that means that this bolt would have been just loosely finger tightened on, right? But this bolt does not budge. In fact, it is rusted. If these had just been taken off a car and then shipped out, then that would be loose. Or maybe he just tightened it on because he didn't want it to fall off, I guess. Because if you also look at these stickers, look at the sticker. The sticker's barely even dirty. The sticker looks fantastic. They look great. And like, same on this one too. Looks pretty good. I mean, that one's a little bit more mangled up than the other. So, but then that one looks good. So it looks like these were just taken off after not being used for a very long time. I already did it to one of them, but I got to WD-40 this, take this collar, move it all the way up and all the way back down. All right, guys, it is much later because I was completely wasting time trying to tighten this bolt down because as you guys can see, the spring is kind of loose in here. And I was kind of like about that, but after a while I just kind of realized that it's actually supposed to be like that, I guess, because this only tightens down so far because of that, so it has to be tight, I hope. I also kind of maybe stripped out the strap. So that's gonna be how it is now. I gotta do a few other things while I'm doing this. I may or may not do this now. I don't know. But I wanted to. Oh wait, let me turn the light on for you guys. Hold on. So I wanted to put the fender liner in here, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. I wanted to kind of try to cut it and like adapt it to just kind of work in this area and cover up this and just attach up to the bumper and up to here and just basically just cover up this area. Just cover up the headlight and the intake, which you can see over there, which is open to my wheel well, which is just fantastic. I'm very scared to drive in the rain. I do also need to change my brake pads. These brake pads are squeaking. They suck. I'm gonna swap them out. The plan with the Datsun is essentially we're gonna try to use these coilovers in the Datsun. Hopefully these can thread into the bung that is existing in it currently. I'm kind of tired now. I'm pretty over it. But it's like 8 o'clock right now. Sun's going down. I'm gonna see what I can get done. I'm gonna see if I can swap out one of these coils at least, maybe. And I mean, it's really not too hard to swap out the coil. It's just, you know, the 3 bolts on top, 1 on the bottom. See, because I'm gonna do the fronts first, and then we're gonna go test it and see how stiff they actually are. And I'm praying to God that they're stiffer than these or just as stiff. I don't have tons of rubbing issues in the front. I mean, I mainly have rubbing issues when it comes to like the sides here, but I just really hope that these work. I started all this at like 4:30. It is 11:24 at night. I have proceeded to finally put my brake back together, and I have also taken out one of the coilovers. I'm going to go to bed very soon, but before I do that, I just wanted to show you guys something that I thought was kind of funny. Something I thought was kind of funny. I looked at this coilover, and I looked at it, and I was like, huh, something's weird about this. because I just took it off and the bolts are there's still bolts on it. And I was like, huh, that's weird. Then I realized something. I installed these coilovers 3 years ago with the bolts still on them. I left these on there. Oh, Jesus. And now, like, the studs are all... Oh, that stud's kind of messed up. I have to, like, hammer that in, I guess. But, like, I left these on the studs when I installed them forever ago. Well, I guess that's why that video was called How Not to Install Coilovers on Your 350Z. I'm gonna go to bed and get back on this tomorrow. This video is gonna definitely continue, but I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, before I go for the night, there's actually one thing I want to do. I actually didn't tell you guys about this earlier. So I got a little something that is in this box sitting on my wing that is going to add a little bit extra carbon fiber flavor to the car. It's in like a nice like wrapping thing. Oh my gosh. Look, show me. It's in like literally a drawstring bag. Alright, you guys ready for this? You ain't ready for this? Because you ain't ready for this. I'll tell you that right now. You ain't ready for this. You ain't ready for this, dog. You ain't ready for this sauce I'm about to lay on you now. It is a carbon fiber roof spoiler, baby. Hell yeah. This cost me $100 on eBay. Honestly, not bad. I gotta get tape. I have some tape. Actually, I might not be able to do this tonight. Oh shit. But I'll at least show it to you guys. What am I supposed to show? Me taping it on? Oh my gosh, how instructional. It's gonna go right up in there. I'm gonna give you all the light of God. Bam, goddamn, look at that carbon fiber. I love it. I love it to death. I mean, I mainly just love it because it covers up this this gross piece of tape from when I had the louvers, and I had to cover up the little hole that's there, but I didn't. My plug like failed, and my trunk was leaking, so I had to like put an end to that. So I just did that, but ooh, god damn, I mean, nice up there in the car. God damn, look at that. Gonna go nice with the carbon fiber wing, with the carbon fiber here. Oh, dog, some more carbon fiber. I love all this carbon fiber. I love carbon fiber, dog. And gotta get you some carbon fibre, I tell you that. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about how I love it and go to bed. Because it's midnight. And as you can tell, I'm very exhausted. That's why I'm acting like a crazy person. So, put some tape on the John, tape the John on, and that'll be that. But that's tomorrow. I'm tired as fuck. Alright, boys. It's the next day. Nice, bright, and sunny outside. I'm gonna open up that garage door in a minute. But it's time to get that coilover in there. Wow, that literally took like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes, and it's already in. That was... Why isn't everything that easy? Why did this take me like 3 hours? Just this, but this was 5 minutes. You know why? This was cheap eBay pads, so I had to finagle them in there, but... Oh my god, that was... I wish everything was that easy. Alright. Also, real quick, I took off my engine cover and revealed after I think 2 years or 3 years of putting on the plumb spacer what it has done. And well, yeah, another video. First drop, let's check it out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh gosh, oh, well, okay. That's a bit low. That's a bit low. You know, I wish so badly I could pull this off, because that looks so good, but oh my god, I would only be able to drive straight from now on. Now I have brought the spring all the way up to where there's no gap up there, and I didn't do it on that one, by the way. I did on that one. But attempt number 2, this time there should be none of that initial slack. Oh my god, okay, it just dropped to the ground. Alright, so this is with the coilover basically at max preload. I can't really up the preload anymore. I mean, shoot, that's kind of what I had it at before. I might be able to run it just like that. I'm gonna run with this. We're gonna try this out. I'm gonna put the same settings on the other coilover, install that one on that side, and then yeah, we'll give it a shot. Also, guys, leave down in the comments, what do you think I should do about my fender here? Y'all may remember me rolling my fenders. Actually, no, you won't, because like 30 people watched that video. But I rolled these fenders like a few years ago. I like way over flared them. I left the screws in so they poked through, and it just looks like horrendous. This is probably the most horrendous part of the car now. Like, the only ugly parts left are like these wing brackets and the fenders, and that's, oh, and the wheels themselves, and that's about it. Alright then, so I got the fender liner in here mocked up, so I had to make a couple holes a little bit bigger to fit these tabs in. I probably made it a little bit too big in all hindsight, because the things don't really kind of go in there very well, but you know, we'll see. I'll try to make that work. And my plan is essentially, so what always gets messed up whenever I put fender liners in my car is, because this is like the third set of fender liners I've had, is this area, because I turn in and the wheel just scrapes up all of this and just wears it away. So what I want to do is basically just cut this from here and just go all the way across with my Dremel and just chop off the whole bottom part, because I don't even need that. I can finally say that I have a fender liner once again. I had to chop off a little bit over here, chopped off all of this along here. I put in a bolt right here, and I put in I found my other clips, my larger clips, so I put those in right up in there. Man, I haven't had fender liners in this thing since I graduated high school, which was like 3 years ago. I'm not gonna touch the rears yet. I just want to focus on the front right now, because that's what's gonna take forever. I'm gonna do what I did before, change the brake pads. Hopefully that doesn't take 4 hours like last time. Then we're gonna take out that coilover and swap the new one in. This side, this fender liner is completely missing. This got shredded out when I hit a really bad bump on the road one day. So like all that's like been exposed all this time. So I gotta like try to clean out some of the gunk in there, and then put a new fender liner, inside of there and over here. I'm gonna do the same thing, cutting it around the bottom. This bolt that I had screwed into before on the other side is now being used over here, so I gotta figure out what to do with that, but I'll figure that out. That coilover is out, and apparently we also left the nuts on there when I installed these the first time also, so that's great. That's probably explains a lot. So now I'm gonna dial in the settings on the new coilover, and then I'll put that one in. I'm a little confused. I'll be right back. This is alright guys, so ran into a little problem. This sway bar end link is too fat. I think I replaced this a little while ago or something like that, or this is the factory one that came with. I'm not really sure. But I thankfully have a spare from when I got the 370 Zebra sway bar. This is actually made in Japan. So I'm gonna try to replace that so I have a little bit more clearance, because as you can see, this is a little small boy and that's a little bit of a thick boy, so gotta change that out, and hopefully this should go in just fine. Alrighty then boys, we got a coilover fresh in there. Oh man, I'm very tired, but that is that. I'm gonna put the fender liner in, then drop it down. I gotta get this guy to go up in here and just, yeah, something like that. Just like that, I have fender liners once again. Oh my god, I could not be happier. I could not be happier with this, dude. Like, fender liners are in, time to put the wheel on, drop it down, and see how it looks. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, that is too low. That is too low on that side. And, this is probably also a little bit too, yeah, too low on this side. So it looks like I'm gonna have to raise up each side. Probably like half an inch to an inch. I'll probably just give it an inch just to be safe, and then if that's too much, I'll go down from there. It looks insane. It looks crazy. It looks just, oh my lord, just fills out the entire wheel well. But I'm gonna lose my fender liners again if I drive out like that for too long. So I gotta change that. Front end does feel a little bit different. I think that's just the scraping. Jeez. All right. That plastic. Whew, that's that plastic kind of self-clearancing. Boy. That sounds terrible. I'm gonna take it back, and oh boy, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back. Oh boy, yeah, that is not happy at all. All right, I'm gonna make some adjustments, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I raised it up about an inch. Let's see how it do. I guess that's closer to what I had it at before now. So I hope this works. I really hope this works. Making a turn, so far so good. Feels good. Feels all right. It actually feels so much softer in the front. I can feel that there's less preload in the front, because like the preload makes it like extra springy and like very bouncy. Oh dude, it's perfect. Oh dude, this is perfect. I'm trying to find out when I'm gonna scrape. I gotta find a bump to hit and see if it scrapes. But like, it's scraping the same way how it scraped before. It's just when I hit bumps, the little scrapage on the corner of the fender, which like there's like a metal tab there for the bumper, and I want to get rid of that. I want to get rid of that, cut that out, and clear out some space in there anyway. That's one of the next things I'm gonna do. Well, I think that should probably be it for this video. I think this video is probably long enough now. Next video is either gonna be me addressing the engine stuff, probably gonna be addressing the engine stuff, or doing the stuff in the rear, whichever. Alright guys, that's it from me. If you appreciate the vibes, please leave a subscribe, leave a like if you'd like. I've been Johnny Allen Supercar Kid. And until the next stream though, boys, until the next stream. Deuces. So, just line it up in this corner. Like in there. Now, dip it in head first. Try to line it up really nice in that corner. A little bit more in that corner if you can. Alright, now we're gonna bring it down, try to keep it inside that corner. Alright. Once you got it down. Okay, alright. And then that's good. Okay. Awesome, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. A little roof spoiler. Nice.
It'll go well with the carbon wing and all that.
Yeah, make me refer to a Japanese samurai. All the wings and the attachments.
Something like that.
Is that what you're doing?
I wouldn't exactly say Japanese samurai, but you know what? That's close enough.